storyteller in history. The Greeks all dug the fables Aesop told. There were morals to the stories and they never got old. Upbeat Aesop, magical Aesop, picking out a fable from yesterday. Upbeat Aesop singing his song, telling fables in an upbeat way. Aesop got some orders he was glad to obey, to upbeat his stories for the kids of today. He loaded up his magic and with one last look, he popped into the future through the front of a book. Oh, upbeat Aesop, magical Aesop, picking out a fable from yesterday. Upbeat Aesop singing his song, telling fables in an upbeat way. Surprised a group of kids before they could resist. He started telling fables with an upbeat twist. The kids all learned to tell right from wrong through the magic of Aesop. Magic of Aesop and his upbeat song. Picking out a fable from yesterday. Upbeat Aesop singing a song, telling fables in an upbeat way. Upbeat Aesop singing a song, telling fables in an upbeat way. Yeah!
Upbeat Aesop will return after these messages. To Upbeat Aesop.
Well, welcome back. Hello, come on over. Let's sit down. It's been a long time. Oops. Okay.
I brought you a sandwich.
Oh, gosh, Chip, that's really nice of you. It really is. Do you mind if I save it for a little later? Okay.
We've been wondering, what do you do with yourself? You know, I mean, when we're not here.
It must get awfully dark at night.
Oh, no, I keep busy. You know, I write letters and I read a lot. There's lots of stuff here to read. And sometimes I strum and I sing a little. Read songs? Well, sometimes. You know, my taste in music is sort of like my fables, ageless. I like ballads and rock and roll, new wave, show tunes. In fact, I was singing one last night that I particularly liked. And some of the songs I write myself.
You make up songs?
I sure do. You want to hear one?
You bet.
Yeah.
Well, you convinced me. I guess I could. Words, words, words. Pure talk ain't worth a lot. They're just words, words, words. You gotta show 'em what you got. Orville and Wilbur were brothers who were into bicycle repair. These two, they had a vision of flying like birds through the air. One day while pumping a tire, they came across something new. They called it aerodynamics. Their neighbors said aerodaihu, but the Wright brothers said man can fly now, with wings and a tail and a prop. And someday they'll even have movies. And the neighbors said, don't sell your shop. Said, man, we're meant to fly, then we'd all have a beat. So keep your talk down to Kitty Hawk and let your actions speak. Not your words, words, words. It's just a hollow sound of words, words, words. Till that plane left the ground, then everybody came around. And then there's that fellow Marconi. The radio was his big dream. Transmitting sound without wires? His neighbors thought that was a scream. But he told them this box is amazing. We can all hear a symphony playing. With electromagnetic signals, we can be there when history's made. And later they'll even send pictures in color right through the air. And they'll call it television, and they'll have it everywhere. They told him only ghosts can send their messages through space. They thought his plan was crazy, and they told him to his face. They said, words, words, words. Old Marconi sure can hurl those words, 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 till he tuned in Milton Berle. Now think of all those great men in those books you might have read. There's 23 chapters on what they've done and a page on what they've said. So next time you think of bragging, you're just looking for someone to say, okay, we've heard your gums flap, now put up or put it away. It's fine to feel good about what you've done and what you plan to do. Go on, be proud, but not too loud, or they'll start on you too. They'll say, words, words, words. Better give yourself a rest from those words, 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 'cause action speaks the best.
That was great. I loved the lyrics. The music was nice. I'll give it a 75.
A 75? Last year, my folks and I, we were in Mexico. And boy, unless you know Spanish, wouldn't that be great if everybody everywhere spoke the same language?
Oh, it's an interesting thought. You mean like an international language?
Uh-huh.
One that everybody would understand no matter what?
That's the idea.
Ah, we already got one. It's called silence.
That's a moral if I ever heard one.
You're right, and it's also a fable. Come on, Mola. Oh. Okay. Once upon a time, there was a fox, and he was laying in the woods on a summer day in the sunshine, enjoying it, and all of a sudden, he heard the baying of hounds. You kids are dogs. That's good. Anyway, when he heard these hounds baying, he knew that the hunters and the dogs were after him. So the fox began to run. And he ran so hard and he got so tired he was about to collapse. And suddenly he saw a farmer in a strange hat chopping wood. And he grabbed the farmer's leg in the green jumpsuit and he said, farmer, farmer, please save me, save me. I'll do anything. I'll reward you if you'll save me from these hunters. And the farmer said, okay. And so he opened the barn up a little bit. The fox went inside, and soon the hunters came. And they said, have you seen a fox around here? And the farmer shook his head and said, no, truly, I saw none, all the while madly pointing toward the barn. However, the hunters had already turned and left, so they didn't see the farmer. After a few moments, the fox came sneaking out, and he looked at the farmer and glared at him, and then went off toward the woods.
Hold on there now.
Said the farmer.
What about my reward, huh?
Aha, and the fox turned on him and said, if your fingers were as honest as your tongue, you'd be a rich man today. And the moral to that story is, action speaks louder than words. Ah.
That might be okay for a fox, but nowadays...
Yeah, if you don't say it, how are people supposed to know what you want? How you feel?
Oh, it's easy. Now, look, I am not saying that actions always speak louder than words. Okay, right now, let's think of a situation where we don't use any words.
I have one, but I'll need Chip's help. I wonder what they're gonna do.
It didn't take Chip long to realize that talking about something isn't as good as doing something about it.
Yeah.
Words, words, words. Better give yourself a rest from those words, words, words. 'Cause action speaks the best.
Paula got one. Come on, Paula.
See, Ben didn't tell her, but Paula knew how sorry he was that she'd hurt herself.
Yeah.
Words, words, words. Better give yourself a rest from those words, words, words. 'Cause action speaks the best. Oh, sure, I can do that, but you have to go through the magic door.
Okay.
O kaleo, o kamanu, e ho'i mai, e pele. Keki o ka aina I ka pono, nana kulea, e ho'i mai, e pele. That was great, Nita. You know, some cultures, they tell the entire story with just arm and body movements. Words, words, words. Better give yourself a rest from those words, words, words. 'Cause action speaks the